Well, hello, people out there in podcast land. My name is James Phoenix, and it is once again time for that ever-sacred of events around the pound. This month, being that it is January, to keep with our tradition, it is once again time for the X-Pound Year in Review Awards. This will be a three-part award show. The first part will feature awards based on TV and film. The second part will feature awards based on video gaming. And the third part will be awards based on other categories that did not fit into the stuff I just said. The videos will be going up separately, so this will be the first video. This will feature the TV and film awards. It will be co-hosted by myself, and from Showtime, my very good friend Marcus Shadow.
Yay!
Were you Kermit the Frog there?
/ Kermit Flail. And joining us to discuss this, as you probably heard, we have Geeky Girl.
Hey.
Over there we have the Sad Gamer, Richter Hammer.
Hello.
We've got the slightly sick but still present Chris the Mole.
It's time for this podcast to be rated M for Mole.
Exactly. And
everything Mole touches is rated M.
Pretty much. And joining us, of course, the inevitable Black Reviewer.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I brought cookies for everyone.
Yay, cookies! Nom, 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 nom. Alrighty then.
Since we're the entire cast of the Muppets, let's begin.
It should be noted that while this is going to be a three-part series, it's actually one episode, so it's going to be put up one after the other and on 3 consecutive days, not actually 3 separate episodes.
Yes, if you're watching this, then it's most likely Monday the 3rd. You will see the next episodes on Tuesday the 4th and Wednesday the 5th, respectively.
So, with Lord of the Rings and filming it back to back.
Yeah, pretty much. Also,
if you're watching this, thank you for existing.
Wait, is Lord of the Rings Aeons around here somewhere?
Alright. Anyway.
Hi, Aeon.
So yes, like as I said, this section, Marcus Shadow and I will be hosting. For the next section, some of our wonderful video game reviewers will host, and for the third section, QJ and possibly some of the rest of us will also be hosting with him. So, enjoy that. But for right now, we're going to start off with our TV and film awards. I'm going to kick it off with the TV awards, and then about halfway through, I'll throw it over to Marcus Shadow for the film awards. So basically, we're just going to go to an award, and we're all going to do the best of TV and film awards, and then we're going to go back through and do the worst of TV and film awards for this video.
Yay!
Yay! Alright. So we're going to start off with the best new TV show. This is a TV show that is something that premiered in 2013, and is, like I said, something that didn't exist before, premiered in 2013, is a new show. So, I'll go first. I'll give the award for Best New TV Show to Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. On ABC. Personally, I really like that show, the way they've tied it into both the Marvel Cinematic Universe of films, as well as the great acting on it. Clark Gregg, of course, playing the returning Agent Coulson, who, thank God, is alive. Also, a lot of the new cast members they brought in are all really good actors. They work really well together, and it's just overall a really fun show, and a way to see other aspects of the Marvel Universe that we haven't really seen yet, and to do some smaller scale stories that you can't really fit in the films. So I think that's really cool, and I just really, really like the show, and I've been a fan of it since its premiere. So that's my best new show.
That show does kick ass.
It does.
It's alright. I like the beginning more than I like the rest of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Yeah, here, so whoever wants to go.
I'll go. I like the show The Bates Motel. That show is addicting as hell. You can't just stop with like one episode because the way it stops, it's like, no, but because you gotta know what's gonna happen, you know, and like, so, and the mother, who, I forget her name, I have her name written down for, I don't know. Yes.
Something Bates.
No. No, the mother, and like I forget trying to remember the actress's name of like the mother.
Oh, the actress.
Who plays the mother in that show, like Norma Bates. She is fantastic. Oh my God, she is directly on the key for that, because you both are afraid of her, and you can sympathize for her. And, like, you can understand her as well as, like, you guys, so holy shit, she's crazy, but you think, like, maybe she has a reason why she's the way she is, and she's got this whole persuasion thing about her that's really, it's like, it's creepy.
Yes, her name is Vera Farmiga.
Yeah. She's great. Oh my God, she's probably the best actress on that show. Like, boom, or actor, or any acting person, you know.
She has the, I mean, yeah, because it's a big role. I mean, she's well, she wasn't the killer in Psycho, but she was a big plot element. So, her influence on Norman had to come from somewhere. So,
yeah, and you can see how the way, she rubs off on him.
Yeah. I think that's a cool show. I always thought it was a cool idea for a show because it's a good I mean, Psycho, I saw that while I was in high school, and it was like, it's a great movie. It was actually, it scared the whole class. Like, for a movie that came out in 1960, it was like a very scary movie. And so it was just very well done, the show, and them putting it as a prequel, even though it's set in like a modern setting. It's just like, it's perfect. And I think Freddie Highmore being cast as Norman Bates was like perfect casting, like especially like look wise. He definitely fit the role.
And I agree. The original Psycho was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Something weird about the town that they're in, you know. And, like, the whole, like, brother and, like, the sickly girl and, like, everything all together, man. It just makes one really crazy environment.
Yeah.
How long until the inevitable Jack Nicholson cameo?
Jack Nicholson isn't in Psycho.
That's not the one. Wrong horror movie. Sorry.
Yeah, he was in The Shining.
Yeah, I think it was a wrong horror movie. Sorry.
Or maybe you confused it with Anger Management.
It's okay, I've gotten it confused too. Because Psycho makes you think of when he goes psycho in Shining.
I don't watch horror movies if you can't tell, so I really can't tell one from the other.
That's all right.
So who wants to go next? Best new TV show.
Yeah, I'll go next.
All right.
For mine, best new TV show of 2013, I chose Sleepy Hollow. The new police drama, supernatural police drama on Fox. And it's a modern retelling of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. And basically, it's like what's his name? Oh, gosh. Ichabod Crane is like a soldier in fighting for George Washington, and the Headless Horseman was like a British soldier that he was fighting, and he like cut his head off, but there's a curse involving him, and Ichabod Crane was like in love with a witch or something that caused them both to go into this deep sleep that I'm getting the story elements messed up, but they basically go into a deep sleep, and then they wake up in modern day Sleepy Hollow. And he has to team up with this young police officer girl to take down the Headless Horseman. But it's really cool how they, because you would think like, how would they keep that kind of story going for like multiple seasons with them just going up against one enemy? But they bring in multiple spirits that they have to battle, and then you find out that the Headless Horseman is actually one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. He's death, and there's this whole plot element.
Spoiler alert!
The apocalypse. Yeah, it's a spoiler, but like it's really not that much of a spoiler. It's just it just shows how they're going to keep the story going farther than.
Since he's deaf, he can't hear him coming.
I don't know if they have that plot element in there, but.
I was making a deaf joke.
Oh, okay.
Deaf is in hearing, yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. But it's a really cool plot element, and I didn't expect them to to go that route or be able to figure out a way to keep the show going and keep it interesting. But they managed to surprise me, so props to them.
Cool.
Yeah. And the acting's really good too. So.
I mean, if you've been telling me I should watch that show, I haven't had a chance to check it out yet.
Yeah, it's only 11 episodes are out right now, so
Fair enough.
To catch up to.
Okay, who's next? Marcus, Richter, Mole? Anybody?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Alrighty.
My next new show this year is technically it's a spin-off, and bear in mind none of these are actually technically quote best. They're all just favourites. Let's just get that out of the way now. But I chose The Originals, the spin-off from the Vampire Diaries, which it's basically like what they did with Angel and Buffy, where Buffy stays more for the younger ones slightly, but Angel went more mature and darker and shit. That's how this one's done. Like, the one over on the Vampire Diaries, it's all you got an element of Smallville about concealing your identities and stuff. Whereas straight away they fucking got rid of that element in The Originals because the whole fucking city is run by vampires pretty much. So you got like this seedy underground of New Orleans, and you got them all dancing on the rooftops and playing jazz music and shit. It's like it's a lot more adult than the other one, if that makes sense. It feels a lot more mature, but at the same time it feels more distinct, and it moves the characters in new places. So I like that show.
Cool. Hey, QJ, doesn't that sound a lot like Shadow City?
Yeah. Sweet. I should check that show out. Sounds good.
There you go. So, Marcus, Richter?
I'll go next, I guess. My favorite new TV show it's in a TV show format, but it's not actually shown on TV. It was actually on the internet. But it's called RWBY, RWBY. It's actually by Rooster Teeth, the people that made Red vs. Blue and all that stuff. But it's basically kind of, it tries to be like an anime show, but it's actually pretty cool. It's not the greatest show, but I definitely enjoyed it. It has some amazing trailers. You should check those out. But basically the plot is that there's a magic academy that this girl tries to get in so she can, I think she's trying to avenge her mother or something. They're not really clear on that, but they break them up into teams, and all the people have like these crazy cool magic, like transforming weapons. So the titular character, who's also named Ruby, but she's kind of like Little Red Riding Hood. She has like the red cloak and stuff, and she has a giant scythe that transforms into a sniper rifle. So shit like that, and it's the action scenes are really good.
It sounds very anime.
Actually, pretty cool.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds kind of cool. That weapon sounds so totally like something you'd find in Monster Hunter. The way you described it.
Well, there's one dude that has gunshots, and only like Bayonetta was cool enough to do that too. So.
I want a sniper sight now. That sounds awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
They need to put that into a video game.
It's like one of those like she has a giant. Yeah, it's pretty. And it folds up too, so carry it on your back.
What is this, Helsing?
Pretty interesting.
All right, well, I guess that leaves me, and the one I have on my list for the best / favorite for 2013 is one we actually did an Origins of, so you can go check it out. It's The Blacklist, and I need to see more of that show, but what I've seen of it is damned awesome. I mean, come on, James Spader as creepy kind of villain, kind of not. I mean, it's a show that makes you think and make you question things, and it has good twists. I think M. Night Shyamalan wanted to learn a thing or three about twists by watching this show.
What's the twist?
Yeah. Yeah, this show, there's stuff you just don't see coming. You're just like, wait, what? But yeah, I'm looking forward to that show also coming back, actually, too. I think it's coming back in the next week or so. But I still need to catch up on that. But I mean, it's basically James Spader plays a guy named Reddington, who is at, like, the FBI's most wanted list. He's like one of the top like terrorist guys, and he just basically episode 1 he basically shows up at the FBI and gives himself up. and it's like, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to help you catch, the people that are named on this blacklist. And they're like, well, blacklist? What's that? He's like, don't you wish you knew? I'll help you find these guys, but you have to make concessions to me to allow me to operate so they don't think there's something going on.
So it's like Hannibal or Silence of the Lambs. No, more like Red Dragon. Yeah.
Only better because Reddington basically gets to operate freely. He's under watch, but he regularly gives them the slip, but then always ends up coming back by the end of the episode. Like, okay, I found out what you wanted to know, and this is how we're going to get the guy, so let's move. Because he gives them the slip, and then you're thinking, he's gone now, he's not coming back, he's going to turn on them, and he comes back, and it's like, yo, let's roll.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I really like that show, and it's got a really good cast too. I don't know all their names. I don't know any of their names except for him. But the main chick that he deals with, I guess the Clarice of the show, she's actually really good. And then the guy that plays the commander, the guy in charge, the director of the FBI or whatever, black guy, I can't remember his name now, but he's a really good actor too. I was surprised they got him, and they work really well together. There's good on-screen chemistry.
Cool.
And that does sound cool.
Yeah. I might check it out. I've seen it around, but I didn't know what it was about, so I never looked into it. But
it's on NBC. Yeah. It's effectively Silence of the Lambs, the TV show.
Yeah, but with terrorists instead of serial killers.
I thought that Hannibal was Silence of the Lambs, the TV show.
Well, it's the same concept, except this one Hannibal actually does shit, as opposed to some guy in a cell saying, "I will help you, please." No, Reddington actually goes out and helps. But the thing is, the whole time he also has a hidden agenda, and as the show progresses, you're basically trying to find out, along with the other characters of the show, like the FBI, CIA, or whatever organization it is. Along with them, you're trying to figure out what his hidden agenda is. What is his ultimate goal? Why is he helping them? Why is he come forth now with this blacklist that nobody knew about? It's like basically the blacklist is like this top secret underground list of all the big terrorists in the world, or as Reddington put it, people that you want to capture but didn't know you wanted to capture.
Very cool. Yeah, like I said, it sounds cool. I only mentioned Hannibal, the TV show, just because, it existed, but no one seemed to watch it. I didn't even watch Hannibal, the TV show, but wanted to.
Because there were some people.
I ironically didn't watch Blacklist. I wanted to. It was just one of those things of, it was on at the same time as a load of shows I watched. And since the recorder over here on, the DVR, whatever you call it, you can only record 2 shows at once. I was like, okay, I had to give up one. I was like, okay, I'm already watching these. No new show gets passed.
Well, by the end of the year, season 1 should probably be on Netflix, so you can just watch it off that.
I might do.
Yeah, Hannibal is pretty good. It's a prequel, so it's got a different flavor from the Blacklist. So if you wanted to check it out, it's because it's before Hannibal is known to be a serial killer. He's like a psychologist. So, and he works with that one dude from Red Dragon, played by Edward Norton.
To be fair, Hannibal was never a serial killer. He was just a guy that's hungry.
Fair point.
If there's one thing I could say about Blacklist to sell it, it's that if you're a James Spader fan, you'll love this TV series. If you're not a James Spader fan, this show will make you a James Spader fan.
Yeah, nice.
He's that good. My opinion.
Cool. What's the next award, Jim?
Fair enough. Now, the next award is for best TV show recurring. Something that is that was created and on the air before 2013, but that was renewed for another season or a continuing season in 2013. If you know anything about me at all, you already know the answer to this, and it's person of interest.
I was going to say Power Rangers, but okay.
I did give that an award, but not this one. Anyway, yeah, so person of interest, it's still an amazing show. It's in its third season now. It's only gotten better as it's gone on. Really great, the great storylines. In fact, despite the fact you think they get to a point where there's no way they can continue, they've run out of ideas, they've revealed everything, then all of a sudden there's a twist and they change the questions. And so it's really fun to see a lot of drama, really character driven, despite the fact that you don't know necessarily all that much about the characters. That's what's really cool about it, and just overall one of the best shows on TV right now, and the ratings show that, as CBS knows. So if you haven't watched it, do check it out. Tuesdays at 10. Give it a watch. Good show. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, like I said, Michael Iverson, Jim Caviezel, Amy Acker, they're all great. Just watch it. It's a good show. Cool. Who's next?
I'll go next. My next one for returning was South Park. Because I'm going to say it right now before anyone joins in when I mention it. Don't give away spoilers, as I know like Richter and stuff haven't seen it yet and wants to. But I gave it to South Park because the Black Friday trilogy was fucking awesome. The season final was awesome. And all the episodes this season, I think there was may have possibly been one that was a little but besides that, it was a pretty solid season, and I enjoyed it. But that mini-series just fucking sold the series alone. It was 3 of the best fucking episodes produced this year.
Nice. Which is coming. Anyway, so who's next?
I'll go next.
All right.
Yeah, my best TV show occurring this year is also like James is one that everybody should know. It was Breaking Bad. It ended its airing this year. Had the final half of the 5th season, final 8 episodes aired from September to October, and it was a hell of a finale. Everything came to a head. Without giving any spoilers, the characters basically, like everything that the character Walter White had built up, started to crumble around him, and you got to see how his relationships with other characters started to deteriorate as his empire started falling through the cracks, and people started finding out what he was doing, and basically he had a fall from grace, a pretty epic and heart-wrenching fall from grace that created fallout between all of pretty much every character in the show. Some that were killed off, and then there was a time skip of several months in the last 2 episodes, where you get to see the toll that the fallout from it takes on the main character Walter White, and basically there were some decisions that he made early in it that caused him to cause a lot of the problems, but it created enemies for him that he needed to take out before he could finally, face redemption for what he had done. So the final episode basically centered around him going back and fixing the wrongs that he had done before having one final showdown with the enemies that he created over the course of the season. And it was a hell of a finale. It came right after, I think, the day after the Dexter finale, and people were really pulling for it to be a good finale because of Dexter's finale, which was absolute shit. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that it was absolute shit. So it was they were like, please don't drop the ball on this one like Dexter did, and they came through for everybody. And so yeah, it was definitely one of the best finales this year, best finale of a show in recent memory for me, and I was very glad to have it. It ties up all loose ends. So if you're ever thinking about getting into the show, and you're having the Lost or the Heroes reluctancy of not having a fulfilling ending, Breaking Bad is the show for you, because all ends are tied up, and it's a satisfying ending. So, satisfying show overall.
Trust me, the ending was the least problem with Heroes. Heroes went downhill after season 2 completely. It went from being a show everyone needed to watch to a show everyone wanted to avoid.
That's exactly what Community said.
I was told specifically before I even went into it, okay, you can watch the first season, but do yourself a favor and don't watch any more than that.
See, season 2 was okay. Season 2 would have been good if it wasn't for the writer's strike. I mean, you get a real sense with season 2 of how short it is, that there was plot there was something important. It just didn't meet up to it because of the writer's strike. But then season 3 onwards was just fucking shit. But we're not here to discuss that.
Yeah, and as for Lost, yeah, the ending was certainly a point of contention on that show.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yes. So, I believe that leaves us, who's next? Daisy?
Oh,
Marcus? Richter? Anybody?
I'll go. The best show that I have, now you said recurring, so I'm presuming that means that it's like still putting out new episodes, but it's a show that didn't come out this year.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay, cool. Because otherwise I would have said 30 Rock, because man, that's been my addiction. But, but I also been watching, and I'm pretty sure it's still on, I think, is Community. I've been watching that every time I can get on the internet, because it's on a time that's not available for me.
I don't know, QJ?
Yeah.
I can almost hear QJ cringing a bit. I don't think you want to give 2013 the best season for Community.
Well, I haven't been watching these seasons of Community. I'm just going by the episodes that I've watched on the internet that probably didn't come out on...
The reason I mentioned that, Stace, 2013 is season 4 of Community, and while I haven't seen it yet, all I hear from QJ and everyone else is how shit it was.
It wasn't.
So shit that the guy that was fired from the show got rehired back for the next season. Like, fix this.
Yeah, it wasn't 100% shit. It was just they tried to recreate the magic of the show that was gone when the showrunner left. And so when they did, it was like so forced and it lost its charm. But they brought him back, thanks to Joel McHale. So, but yes, continue with your review.
Okay. I'm just going by the episodes that I've seen, because I know that it's still running. And while I haven't seen season 4, I probably maybe got through season 1. I don't know. Like, I've seen maybe 20 episodes, so whatever that is.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so that's as far as I've gotten, because I really only watch TV when I have, like, the time for, and it's only on either Netflix or on the computer. I don't ever watch TV, like, on the TV as it's happening. I never have.
Yeah, but I thought you always catch up with Doctor Who, at least.
Well, kinda, sorta, but that's because of my mom, because she's like, when's the new Doctor Who gonna come out? So I just wait until my mom's home, and now that I'm gonna be home more often, I can, like, at least, like, that's a social thing, I guess. I have other people to watch it with, other than my mom. That's it. Nobody else will watch stuff with me. And who else? My dad? Please, like...
You want to be social with your parents? You poor child.
Why not Elise?
Oh, Elise, she went back to college, and she doesn't graduate yet.
Why not
This is
Jim?
her last semester. Ew.
Hell no.
But yeah, we're supposed to watch freaking Game of Thrones, Elise, but then she went back to college, and like, god damn it.
Yeah. One point I was gonna make, the new episodes of season 5 are, as I've heard, I haven't gotten to see them yet, but I've heard that they are, back to the original charm of the series, and, people are very, enthusiastic about where the show is about to go. I actually want to mention for Mole, it's 3 years later, so it's a pretty epic time skip that pretty much redesigns everything on the show as it is. But
that's cool. I'll find out when I watch it.
Is it like I imagine it's a community college, so I imagine it's only 2 years, so everyone would have graduated by now.
Yeah, but it's like, because it's a community college, like, some of the characters graduate and then some of them don't, because it depends on what they're majoring in, or what they're, because you can actually go to a community college for as long as you want, depending on what you want to learn, what subjects you want to take. because the character Pierce had been on at the community college for like 12 years, I think he said.
Because I know people who have been at community college for like 12 years, but that's because they never, went to class, and they always end up changing everything because they never go to class, So
yeah.
That's another reason why you go to community college forever.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, they've managed to keep it going. I hope they still do it for 6 seasons in a movie, but I'm not happy about Donald Glover leaving. And
who's Glover?
He's the guy who plays Troy Barnes.
Oh man, who's Abed gonna be pals with then?
I know, that's what everybody's saying. Yeah, but, oh well.
He's his like little bro, They have like a little bromance going.
Exactly. They're the bromance of the year, or of the last 2 years, last 3 years. Yeah.
Maybe he left so he could show up in Spider-Man 3.
No, he left to do his own show and to focus on his music. So, but yeah.
But how about Victor and Marcus?
Yes.
I don't have anything for best returning TV show. Victor?
Really?
I have, unfortunately, the final season of Transformers Prime. Because the first last season, huh?
What'd you say, Mo?
I have mic mute.
Oh, someone said something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fox.
I said ha, and then Q just said something at the same time that I spoke.
Oh, I said oh. Yeah.
Yeah, because the third season of that is so good. They had like barely any humans in it, and it was, kind of rapid fire, and they had lots of crazy crap going on, and it was still super good, and I won't ruin the ending, but it was fucking awesome.
You know what else would be much better without humans? France.
A lot of things are good without humans.
You know what we go without humans? The Bayformers movies.
There you go.
No, Jim. It's Michael Bay in general. He keep humans away from Michael Bay, and they'll do fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why he's not dealing with Ninja Turtles.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why he's not dealing with turtles. It's not going to help.
Yeah, and chances are, given who's casting that movie, it's probably going to focus on April O'Neil.
In the shadow.
They did at least have the foresight to cast what the hell's his name as Vernon.
Will Arnett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's epic casting. But that's not what we're talking about. So, were you done, Rector?
Yes.
Okay. So the next award.
What was Beast Hunters about?
Basically, somebody comes back and they start trying to actually recreate the ancient Predacons, and Megatron basically tries to terraform Earth to another Cybertron, so they have to kick his ass.
Nice. I need to catch up on that, because I've seen all of Season 1, and over here they fucked us over and didn't show 2, then showed Season 3, and I'm like, no, fuck you, I want to see 2 first.
Yeah, you should see 2 first.
I guess the question we should ask, Rick, is it as good as Beast Wars or as bad as Beast Machines?
Nothing's as bad as Beast Machines.
Well, as much of a guilty pleasure as bestiality.
As good as Beast Wars. I don't think it's quite as well written as Beast Wars, but graphically it obviously looks better. But that show. Each season gets better. Like season 1, they to me focus a little bit too much on the humans, but season 2 they lessen the humans a lot, and it's also a lot darker because some of the characters they introduce and the concepts and stuff. And then season 3 there's very little humans and stuff, and it's not quite as dark, but it's still good. So maybe overall not as good as Beast Wars, but still really good.
Fair enough. So anyway, moving along. The next award, and I don't know if we want to do these two together or not. I mean, that's up to you guys. But the next award is Best TV Actor, and the one after that is Best TV Actress. So I don't know if we want to do them at the same time or
Just
to get them out of the way.
Yeah.
So, actor and actress. In my case, my actor and actress were Jim Caviezel and Amy Acker, both for Person of Interest, because I don't watch much else. Jim Caviezel, of course, playing John Reese, the lead character, who is a badass in a suit, and he beats the shit out of people, and it's awesome. And recently, it has some more emotional development, which has been very good. He's been really, really good at portraying all that sort of, just the dealing with some of the emotional twists and turns of the character. It's been really interesting to see where it's gone. So that was really good. And Amy Acker is probably my favorite character on that show. I don't know, it's close, because Michael Emerson as Mr. Finch is always my favorite, but Amy Acker plays the character Sam Groves, better known as Root, who is a master computer hacker, possibly the only person in the world better than Finch, and she's sort of this weird anti-hero, where she's was formerly a threat to them, trying to take over the machine that is the premise of the show, the machine that Finch built that basically watches everybody and everything and determines threats to people and reports them in the form of social security numbers, that has become more alive recently. And she has a special relationship with the machine where, like, she can talk to it and it tells her to do stuff, and she just has this you have to watch her in action, but she just has this ability when she gets into this Root mode where she has this intense look in her eyes, and it's just, she's like, you're scared, but you like it at the same time. Like, she's creepy, and you feel slightly uncomfortable, but you're mesmerized at the same time, just by her acting. It's so good. She's really good. So Jim Caviezel and Amy Acker, watch Person of Interest. They're both amazing.
Sweet.
Cool.
Jim Caviezel will always be Jesus to me.
Well, yeah, the thing is, you have to realize, and you know who Michael Emerson is, right?
Yeah.
So you have to realize, the thing is, when I first saw, like, a 2-line premise of this show before it started airing, in, like, People Magazine or whatever I saw it, I knew I was going to like this show, because I mentioned Michael Emerson plays a reclusive billionaire who hires Jim Caviezel to do stuff, to, go around and save lives and fight people. So I read this, so basically, what I saw when I read this was Ben Linus hires Jesus to kick the shit out of people. And I'm like, yes! Why is that not a show already?
Nice.
Anyway, yes, that's my choice. Who's next?
For actor, I gave it to Joseph Morgan from the originals. He plays Klaus. I was going to give it to Agent Coulson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he's a runner-up.
Yeah,
but
Clark Gregg, good for him.
But the reason I gave it to Joseph Morgan is he went from being, essentially speaking, the complete bastard on the show that murdered someone's mother just because he pissed him off slightly and stuff like that, just because he could do all this stuff, and then you wanted to hate him. Basically, he was the villain. Then he goes away to New Orleans in the spin-off, and he's now the hero. And you're seeing this whole side of him. You're seeing him get closer to this woman. You're seeing him want to protect his future baby that's going to be born and stuff like that. And you see him get close to his family for once. So you're seeing, like, all these new traits for the actor. And it's like, that's kind of cool, because he's actually bringing whole new depths to his own character, which was cool. That was one of my concerns with that series, is I didn't think he'd be able to hold his own show, but he did. Cool. So props to him. For actress, I gave it to, and I can't pronounce her name properly, but Portia de Rossi, or however you pronounce it. It's basically Lindsay Bluth from Arrested Development.
Which one is that? What color is her hair?
Blonde. The mother. It's the daughter. It's the daughter and the sister of Michael.
Okay, so the daughter who has, like, the husband that wants to be an actor, like, in the first episode or whatever?
The husband, yeah, she's married to Simon.
He's, like, the gay guy, or he's not gay, but, like,
Yeah, Anthony says it's an innuendo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, it's basically a case of, I gave it to her, because there was other actresses and actors that were better, but I really wanted Arrested Development to get an award. So I was like, fuck it, I gave it to her because she was my favourite character on that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, second favourite.
Right. So basically you're saying he's Spike.
Who?
The guy you just talked about.
No.
On that other show. You're saying he's kind of like Spike, where he went from villain to guy that you're actually rooting for.
Yes and no. I say yes and no because unlike the whole thing with Spike where he got like the chip so he had to behave and stuff, Klaus doesn't want to behave, and he's really pretty much a sociopath. Like his first thing in town when the guy Marcel says to him that, okay, I only have one rule in this city. You can stay, but I only have one rule in my city. Do not hurt any of my men. First thing he does is fucking bite one of them because he's a hybrid, so his venom can kill vampires. He's like, oops, I just injured one of your people. Oh, and guess what? I'm original, so you can't kill me. Yeah, what are you gonna do? It just walks the fuck off, and it's like, you sociopath! Why? Why are you doing that? Every time he has a moment to be happy, he deliberately fucks it up. And it's just amazing.
Nice.
Sounds like it.
It sounds like Batman. It's like, the first rule is, you don't fuck with this guy. Doom! I'm the goddamn Batman. What are you gonna do? Walks off.
He's so not Batman, only because Batman has a rule of no killing, and in one of the episodes, he literally slaughtered like 200 fucking people in one go, because that Marcel had the plan of, hey, you know that original vampire that's stronger than everyone? Let's all jump him at once. That not his smartest idea. And he literally rips the whole fucking court apart. Yeah, he literally rips the whole court apart. It did lead to an awesome scene, because before it, he gets a coin and he flips up in the air and it lands on the floor and he goes, whoever picks that up and swears loyalty to me, I will spare. And then everyone's getting him and they're all like, we're winning, but you just see him go basically almost werewolf, so he's like extra strong, and they just rips them all apart, which then leads to Marcel having to pick it up and swear allegiance to him, so he takes over everything. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of fucking dickish and awesome, because he literally slaughtered people. Gotta love a character that loves to maim and kill.
Sounds like something you would love.
Yeah, it's basically like every slasher franchise by the fifth film. You're just rooting for the murderer at that point.
Yeah.
But anyway,
well, that's had to come in. I mean, why on the slasher films do they always run upstairs? Come on, it's stupid.
Why do you always go off alone?
Yeah.
The thing is, in that instance, it's not so much you're rooting for Klaus, in as much as you're facepalming at the stupidity that these guys think they can actually kill him.
Yeah.
I'll be fair. I'll be honest. I was rooting for Klaus. I liked Klaus.
You kind of root for him just because he kind of is the victim in this one, because, hey, they attacked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will also say he also has one thing to him, which is why he's a sociopath. And that's because he was part werewolf, because of his mother ended up having sex with someone else. For thousands of years, his dad had tortured him and shit for it, and cursed him and hated him and just treated him as a complete bastard because it wasn't his own son. And yeah, he's kind of got trust issues. If someone betrays him slightly, he will murder everyone they care about.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, fair enough. And your actress, Mole?
I gave it the one from Arrested Development.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. Sorry. All right, who's next? Actor and actress.
I'll go.
All right.
Alright, for Best Actor, I really wanted to use Martin Freeman for, TV actor on Sherlock, but then I'm like, well, I'm gonna use him for The Hobbit. So I just chose the people from both male and female leads in Bates Motel, which is Freddie Highmore is the son, and Vera Farmiga from this is mother. So that's who I chose. I was gonna choose Tina Fey, but I'm like, I don't know if that counts, because is the show still running, 30 Rock? So I don't know if So I was like, cause I'd give it to her, because she's awesome, man. Tina Fey is great, but
yeah, she is.
Yeah, so that's who I'd go with.
I think she's getting a new show.
Okay, that's cool.
I think so, yeah.
I think they're giving her some kind of show on Fox. I think this was called Tina Fey's Comedy or something like that. I don't know. But anyway.
Okay.
Alright. Actor and actress, somebody else?
Yeah, I'll go.
Alright.
Mine is from, both from the same show. Don Cheadle and Kristen Bell from House of Lies, which is a Showtime show. It's really underrated. Not many people have heard of it, or even, I mean, despite the top billing actor and actress. It's about a team of management consultants who consult with businesses, and they basically convince them that they are needed to help that person's business grow. And every week they go to a different location in the world to help with this business. And despite there being a lot of like business jargon that can turn people off, the characters are so well done and so well put together and developed that it keeps you interested. And it's a comedy show, so Don Cheadle's character is like the leader of their team, and he is like super intuitive. He can really read people, but he's also he's a huge asshole, and you can like tell it from the moment that he opens his mouth, really. And he actually got a Golden Globe nomination, or I think maybe even a win for this role. He was the only person to get nominated from this show at all. But it was his role in it is really, really well done, really well characterized. And Kristen Bell's character has like this romantic tension dynamic with him that's kind of expected, because they're the two leads, the male and female lead. So you kind of expect it from the moment they get together, because like there's tension. The main character, Marty, who's played by Don Cheadle, is like the moment that they meet, but they're like walking down the street, and he's like, there's a 50-50 chance we're gonna sleep together. So I think we should probably clear the air and figure out what kind of things we want to do and what we can't. Should I bring over a toothbrush? And he just keeps going and running his mouth, and Kristen Bell's character is like rolling her eyes. So it's that kind of dynamic that they have together, and it's a really good show. Very, 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 very funny. Lots of more profanity than any show that I've seen in recent memory. They curse like right off the bat, and it's like they go all out. Like they don't have any kind of filter with what they'll do or show. There's nudity because it's a Showtime show, so it's one of the best shows. I've been watching all the episodes. They're in their third season right now, but yeah, it's a very, very funny show, and I recommend it to anybody. It's only 30 minutes long each episode, so it's not one of those long 1 hour things that you have to suffer through sometimes.
Yeah, he did win the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a TV series. Yep.
Yeah.
Comedy musical, yeah.
Woo!
I feel like they asked, does he turn anyone into a fucking tree?
How do you get turned into a tree?
He played Captain Planet in the Funny or Die skit, and he turned everybody into a tree. It was hilarious. But it was...
You're a tree. You're a tree. You're a fucking tree.
It was I couldn't stop thinking about that. I'm not gonna lie, because he had that same kind of inflection throughout the entire show, and yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Fair enough. So, who still has to go?
I need to go.
I'll go. I don't really have a best actor for TV, but for actress, I have Emily Bett Rickards, who plays Felicity Smoke on Arrow. Because I think she's like the best character on that show. She can pull off the sarcasm where the guy who plays Oliver can't. So,
yeah.
So I think she's really good.
She had a really good like evolution of a character, because she started out as like the socially awkward nerd stereotype, and then she like had that like makeover type thing, because she had her hair tied back and she wore glasses, and then they got rid of it and like made her like let her hair down and got rid of the glasses, and it was like, holy crap, she's hot. And you don't even.
What is this? Wait.
Just funny.
Wait. What is it? What is this? Not another teen movie?
Yes,
I know. I know, but it was.
But she has a ponytail and glasses.
But you can't. It's not expected that they were going to go that route with the character. So it's expected from not another teen movie.
Of course you're going to go that route. It's a CW series.
Hey, I'm going to say for the record nowadays, people like Marcus Shadow are proving glasses are sexy.
I like
Fair
glasses.
enough. Fair enough.
Thanks.
I got your back, bro. I got your back.
Okay then. Marcus, I think
Glasses
you're the
on
last
guys
one.
are also yeah.
Yeah.
So Marcus, I think you're the last one here, actor and actress.
Yeah, I do have a best actor, do not have an actress.
Okay.
My best actor is going to James Spader from Blacklist, because he's just that damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, he's creepy as hell in that role, but he's funny. He's got really good comic timing, and he plays the part with such subtlety and finesse that half the time you don't realize he sucked you in until after he sucked you into the story, into the character. And it's just like, wow. Like, he's basically become my new favorite actor now just because of that show alone.
Nice.
Yay.